Thundercats!
Whoa!
Oh, what's up, everybody? How's it going,
What's up,
guys?
everybody? Welcome back to Thundercats
Ooh,
Lair.
wow, what a man! What a week! What a week it has been.
Post Toy
Uh,
Fair
for
edition.
me.
Post.
Oh yeah, pretty much. We're gonna go through a lot of Toy Fair tonight. But a lot of things happened at Toy Fair. Some amazing news. Some shockers. JP, some real big shocking news that happened on Toy Fair, and it didn't even happen at Toy Fair. It happened like it's a weird thing,
On
but
social media.
yeah, for you guys just joining us, Mezco has just honestly just dropped a bombshell on everybody. I can't freaking believe it, JP. I can't believe Mezco has Thundercats. Wow, wow. And you and I were just talking about that not even a month ago. Like we were talking about, who would be really cool to pick up the Thundercats license.
Yeah.
Who would really kill with like some really cool action figures for Thundercats. And because with Mondo picking up Thundercats, I think there was a lot of people wondering, is anybody else going to pick it up? And I'm shocked. I'm shocked they have the 112th license. Like that kills it. I didn't think that was possible. Right? I had no idea that was actually even possible. Like, how do you think this miracle happened, JP? Like what are your
I
thoughts?
have I have some I have some theories. I feel like nowadays they're really milking licenses, right? So I think what they're doing is they're breaking up into subcategories. So it's no longer like a master 6-inch, 7-inch license. I think they can do like retail type 6, 7-inch, which is what Super Seven's doing. And then they could do high end 6 to 7 inch, which is what I think Mezco is going to be doing. So I I think it's great because it spreads the love and it gives other companies the opportunity to do their rendition of these awesome characters. So I have a fear. I have a theory that that's what it is. I heard rumblings for a while that Mezco could do Thundercats at any given time, but they just had not chosen to for whatever odd reason. Because as you know, they were the first ones to really do any type of retail product for Thundercats before Super 7, before Mattel, even before Bandai. They did those premium 15-inch master scale animated figures, but they were rotocast figures. So they were very limited in articulation, had beautiful shelf presence. And when they were out, there was nothing to compete with them. But they were so big, and I think that's why they didn't sell as well because there was only so much space that you imagine if they would have done the mutants, like where the hell would you put all that stuff, So the fact that they finally, for whatever reason, I think seeing Mondo take on the license probably told them, hey, I think it's time to include these guys in 112 before Mondo tries to. So I think that's kind of might have been one of the reasons.
I think there's a lot of things going on right now in the toy world. I think that a lot of like we're seeing licenses change hands everywhere, right?
Mhm.
Mattel now has the master license for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles after Playmates decided that they were going to pass on it this year, which is shocking. They've held the Playmates has held the master license ever since they created the brand
Yeah.
back in 1986, right? 1987,
Inception.
right?
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, and for
Yeah.
them to give up that license, knowing how lucrative it is, that must mean that what they're really focusing on other areas. And I was fortunate enough to go actually see the new GI Joe crossovers for TMNT. I'll be posting up a whole bunch of videos soon. I this week has been pretty much a coming back from Toy Fair. This week was pretty rough for me. It snowed up here a lot, and I haven't had time to organize myself to get those videos out. So I'm a bit behind, but hopefully we'll get those out. Um, but with the Thundercats license, it's fascinating how this is going about. Super Seven has had the run the run of the house for a long time.
Yeah.
They could do whatever they wanted. They had 7-inch figures. They had 3 and 3/4 inch figures with the reaction line. They've had so many different releases But it's not like they're the only ones who've been doing turtles. Everyone's been doing turtles. Everybody and their mother's been doing turtles. I mean, like, in terms of like retail releases, at one point, Loyal Subjects had it. Then you know what, NECA's had it for quite some time for their multiple lines. Obviously, Playmates just continued to pump out.
Loyal Subjects had Thundercats too,
right? Yeah. So it's pretty crazy. Seeing all of these and how it's come to be. But now with Thundercats, not only going to Mondo with the 1/6 scale, it's as you said earlier, it's been in several other maquettes and limited articulation, but they've had a ton of statue lines. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people have done statues of Thundercats. There's been Polystone and things like that.
Yeah.
But as far as anything else is concerned, not too many 1/12 scale figures until now. I think this is the first time since Bandai that who did multiple scales, right? That there's been another version of right. It was Bandai first, then Medi Collector, and then it went right to Super 7. A few years later, and then Super 7 has been going strong with it now for the better part of 6 or 7 years. Right? It's been pretty crazy how far we've gone, and to their credit, Super 7 has gone and pretty much like expanded that line so much, right? Like, I don't know how many figures we have right now. I think it's like up like past 20 now, at least, right? We have more than 20 figures.
Dude, we have like 50 something.
Is it really 50? I wasn't thinking 50. I think
you got to think about all the variants, all the toy colors, all the lizards that they did, the reptile. There's a lot of figures. I got to do a count, but I'm pretty sure it's close to 50.
Well, there's a checklist right now which we can take a look at really quickly.
But it's incomplete, that checklist, because I posted it a while back, and I think it cuts off like on whatever came out in spring of last year. They're not.
Yeah, so JP has his own checklist, but there is also a checklist on Action Figure 411, which we can take a quick look at.
Oh, cool.
Shoot, I went the wrong way. So we'll take a quick look at Action Figure 411 right now. So, guys, if you head over to Action Figure 411, wonderful news resource, not news, a wonderful checklist resource for action figures. They do pretty much mostly all the action figure lines that you can think of: G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Thundercats, Master Universe, so many different toy lines. You guys should definitely check them out. So right now they have two different versions, as you can see. They have three different versions, obviously. They have the classic L-Gen version from back in the day. Mm-hmm. They have the Matty Collector version, which wasn't that long, respectively. And they have the Super 7 versions as well. They also keep a list of price guides. So if you guys are into, you're pricing out your collection, you can definitely check these guys out. I'm not into prices, but that's what it is. So clicking on the checklist, and wow, there are a lot here. So let's have a quick check on this. So, wow, that is actually quite a bit. All right, so here we go. Let's just do the visual guide. Sometimes that's just a lot easier. All right, so you can do either the checklist guide or the visual guide. So let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So JP, pull out a calculator and figure this out. So that's 8 on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 on the second one. 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's interesting. I think I can narrow this down. So hold on. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, actually, no. They're all over the place. So that's 8 on the 8 there, 8 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, are you calculating this, JP, or
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the top?
Yeah, 8 on the top. Okay.
On the
then
bottom.
8. So 8 plus 8 plus 7. Let's do it that way.
16 plus 7.
Okay. Then 1,
16
2, 3,
plus 9. 16 plus 9.
Why 9? Well, hold on.
second row
First
is
is 16 plus
figures,
7. Hold on.
right?
Dude, just wait. Just
Yeah.
do 16 plus 7 first, okay? Then
16 plus
9,
9.
okay? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then plus 16.
16. We're at 48.
48. Okay. And then we have one, and these are kind of like special editions plus Vultureman, so plus 3. Let's not do the vehicles yet. We'll do the
So it's
vehicles separate.
exactly 50
50. Okay,
because
hold on.
Ultraman's not out yet.
Hold on,
Oh
hold on.
no! Look at
Hold
the.
on. And then
Look
we
at that.
got one. Then we got the special exclusives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, sorry. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they do have the the DX line here too, but we'll count those. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. Add 13 onto that with the special exclusives.
13. That's 61 figures.
Yeah. See, I that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a
dude.
lot of figures. 61 figures. Wow. That's crazy. And we already know, because this list doesn't have it, we already know that Chitara and Tigra are out, so you can add another 2,
Correct.
right?
Plus the new wave that was revealed at Toy Fair.
Yes. Which was hold on.
Ghost
Coronation-
Jaga.
Oh yeah,
Mirror
that's right.
Liner,
That's right. Ghost
and the
Jaga,
brand new Mumra.
right? A brand new Mumra.
So we're
They were
talking
beautiful.
about 67 figures in total.
67 figures in total, right? But I don't see Coronation Lion-O here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
68.
And I don't see Red Eye.
69.
Okay, there you go. 69 figures. We're almost to 70 figures, guys. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is a huge number. Still LJN is still way above that, I think. But that's a pretty good number. And whatever happened to the Monkey and Lion? I thought they were going to do the Monkey and Lion eventually.
Like Monkey and Army Builders?
Yeah, what happened to that? I thought they were going to do that.
I don't know. I never really heard about that. It's a cool idea, but
yeah, I mean, like, you know, the
they just
Jackalman
look
figures, the
they
Monkey
look
figures.
so similar to Monkeyan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they just don't have the shield,
Yeah,
or the mace.
yeah. Same thing with the Jackalman. The Jackalman were the same, right? They should just keep doing a bunch of those at least
Yeah.
3 like the other ones. But anyway, all right, that's a lot. That's almost 80 figures. Sorry, that's 83, 84 figures. What are we at?
It was 70, 72, and then we still have to count whatever is going to be announced for this year.
Yeah.
I know Brian mentioned in a recent interview that there are 3 waves planned for this year, and they're going to be like the Red Eye and Lion. They're going to be pre-sale, not pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of stuff coming out this year, man.
That's crazy. But yeah, just by that alone, wow, 83 figures. That is a lot of figures. My God, that's crazy. This is insane. Well, before we continue, guys, let's go ahead and say hi to the chat. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. Sorry. Warren Newman. Thundercats ho!
Thundercats ho,
Warren.
what's up, man?
Randall, what's going on, brother? Ray Randall, what's going on, brother? How are you doing tonight? Damien Restore's in the house. All good tidings.
Man, what's up, man?
Nolan's in the hey, it's a party now. Nolan's in the house. Good to see you, Nolan.
What's up, Nolan?
Loco Lou, what's going on, Loco? Sorry, what's going on, Lou? Mezco is doing classics. Mezco is doing classics looking like Marvel and DC characters. Mezco did Thundercats way back when. They were like 1/4 scale rotocast figure. That's exactly what JP had mentioned earlier.
Correct. Yes.
So it's going to be interesting. And I wonder if they're like, let's see if maybe they sort of have a similar aesthetic. William Griffin, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Sir Green Lantern, Rick Cage, Esquire. Greetings and salutations, Praetorians. Thundercats ho! Yes.
Thundercats ho! Do we have an inclination?
Hey, Michael, what's going on, dude? Do we have any inclination of how these look? Fingers crossed they don't go for a realistic furry take like Mondo.
No.
Honestly, I think we're going to take a look at some of the other examples that Mezco has done in the past for certain licenses, and I think we can sort of gather what they'll probably end up looking like. Deviant of Story, gotta ask you, MJR. Just curious, but did you ever see what was behind the Castle Grayskull curtain at Toy Fair? Yes, I did. It's the offices. It's the offices of Mattel. they had they had a whole they had like several offices back there. It was funny. So they were doing meetings back there. They were having the Toy Fair is an industry only event. As JP's been there a bunch of times. You have to get appointments to see anything really.
Correct.
So if you don't have any appointments, you're not going to go see any of these people, right? So while we were there, we actually had an appointment. We were invited to the Mattel booth, but behind all the showroom that you saw in the front, there are offices back there, and they have meetings for signing deals and meeting with other retailers like Target, Walmart, so many other different buyers, and of course they have a lot of different closed door meetings back there. Other than that, there's really nothing back there at all. Hey, Michael, this is the wildest way to count these. LOL. Not really. It's actually pretty cool. There's a visual aspect of it, but there's also the checklist. Demeter Story. Such a beautiful collection. Yes, it's incredible.
Thundermath.
Mac, what's going on, brother? Thundermath. Yes, Thundermath. Hey, Michael, they're missing some of the DX line too. Yes, we went through that just now. Sir Green Lantern, Rick Cage. This is good news. More than the merrier. I'm still trying to finish the Super 7 series, but also collect the Mattel offerings. Yes, of course, 100%. I'm hoping to finish off. There was nothing there. It was what's shocking, JP. There was nothing for a Thundercats cross.
Dude, we've been duped. We're gonna talk about that.
I know. Yeah, I know. That was AI. Somebody generated that and threw everybody off.
Yeah, that bastard. I want to find out who posted that shit.
Plus the original wave of Lionel and Monkey. Yes. They should be coming too. DX, yes, of course. Damien Story, not heard either, but Egmont, and we want the more Thundercats will probably have shed some information on more mutants. Yes. Again, I thought I heard something, but it has been quite a while. Negative side. What is your favorite scale? Honestly, my favorite scale is 1/6. It fits in with my aesthetic. I love 1/12 as well. I love. Sorry. My favorite is 1/12. It fits in with my collection because it's easier to collect. I love 1/6, but they're just so freaking big, man. Like I've got like it's hard to display 1/6. It really is hard to display 1/6. It's crazy. Playmetris. What's up, y'all? Not much, brother. Good to see you, brother. Kevin Florence. Hey, everybody. What's going on, Kevin? Good to see you. And Paul Deckel. Sorry, Paul Deckel. You can't start another line of figs. I'll stick with Thundercats line that will get me as close to the complete universe. Well, then Super 7 is where it's at because they are the furthest along and they have pretty much every single figure you can hope for. Motu Thunder. 1898. Hey guys, late in the UK, I cannot sleep. Well, hopefully we'll get some news into you. You'll start dreaming of things to come, and you'll be able to get that wonderful rest that you deserve. I couldn't sleep at all last night for multiple reasons. I was dead to the world for such a long time. Anyway, so let's speculate a little bit on this, JP, because earlier this or like over the weekend. Last weekend. Mezco did their own thing, which they always do. They don't go to Toy Fair. They have their own Toy Fair, right? Which is hilarious, right? So they have their own Toy Fair, and they release a whole bunch of different figures during this Toy Fair. They release figures like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They have, of course, their featured
Gomez,
right? Gomez is featured. And of course, they talked about their first vehicle in their lineup. Well, not the first vehicle, but a massive vehicle in their lineup that they just been teasing. Gangsters, that they've been talking about for quite some time. I don't know this one. I think this is a Scarface, right? Or who's
Gangsters Inc. This was a variant, black and white variant that was exclusive. It was an in-stock sale. It sold out like within minutes.
Yeah. This one, of course, is Scarface.
They made these figures. I don't know if you remember, Jay, but they made these figures back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I
uh,
seem to recall now. Yeah,
but
they
they
were
were
there was
like
a long
they
time
were
ago.
like 10-inch like giant figures.
Got you. Wow. And that, of course, was the that was an in stock sale. So whatever was there was gone now.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're really pushing the new vehicle, which they're very proud of. Of course, there you go, the gangsters. Um, what are your thoughts about this new this new what do you call it? Is it a tank? It's not
It's
really
kind
a
of like a
tank.
military Humvee type thing, but this is a variant recolor. The first one was an all black, and it came out with like a snake dude
Hmm.
that they sold last year. So
Yeah,
this
right
so
there.
this is just a variant. Yeah, that guy right there.
Yeah, I'm not really into it. It still gives me the mom soccer mom vibes. just just being honest. But yeah, they released so they were going through this entire collection of different figures at the time, and then they finally started. So there it is, the Rumbler Sandstorm Edition. So it's going to be released on I guess February 11th. What is that? 2/11.
211, yeah, February
Okay, so
11th.
it's already been released then.
Yeah,
Okay, so why would it say coming February 11th? That's so weird. Anyway, so a lot of cool shots on that one. And they were really pushing this for a lot of the week that it was coming. Um, was 12 was 212 around the time of Toy Fair? I'm surprised, but anyway,
yeah, yeah, it was
yeah.
because Toy Fair
So
started, I think, like on Valentine's Day that
no,
evening, and
yeah,
I think that evening is
actually, I
when
think it
everything came out.
was. I think it was actually. I think it started on. Technically, it started on the preview day, which is
The
Friday.
13th.
Yeah. So it was actually even earlier than that. That's probably when they started doing that. So yeah, then they talked. Then they went through their offerings for like Batman, Mind Over Gotham. They finally announced their Batman the Animated Series, Robin, which I think that was a shock to a lot of people. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Killer Clowns of Space, which is interesting too, because I know that Trick or Treat Studios actually had a whole line of these guys
Yeah.
for their collectibles. So it's interesting that Mezco is now going for this particular line.
Yeah,
So
well,
it's
these are the MDS Mega, so they're like jumbo 10-inch kind of figures with soft goods. So
got you.
it's a different category, so they could still play in the pit.
Nice. And then we have a collectible Christmas Vacation.
That Clark Griswold is
Yep.
something that I'm probably gonna pick it up because I'm pretty sure it has sound. So if they
Really?
have, yeah, if they
Okay.
have Chevy Chase's quotations from that movie, dude, I think I'm gonna pick that up.
That would be cool, man. This is the MDS Roto plush, so it is a plush doll. So yeah, a lot of fun. It does not include the squirrel, which is a shame. I think if they put the squirrel in there, it would have been a really big seller. They announced that Splinter is actually coming to the 112th line, which is awesome.
It's
Uh,
interesting because he's very Mirage, and like the ones that they've done before are not Mirage. So
yep.
I'm wondering what this is.
No, technically, the very first one was what could be considered Mirage. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? They did the Toon version, but they also did a Mirage style version as well,
because
right?
the
The original four pack.
Turtles, I know they did the toy version, they did the movie version, and they did like their own Mezco, like
Yep.
realistic style. But
But it was very close to Mirage. You know what I mean? It was Mirage ish, right?
yeah,
So I could see it fitting in line with this version of Splinter.
it looks
Even this is
cool.
technically not Mirage either. It's I think this is more of their Mezco style.
I'm so glad I don't like turtles like that, bro. I would be so broke.
I know exactly. Pink Skull Serenade. I don't. Is this part of their original line of figures again? Because I think it was.
Yeah, the in-house line, the Pink Skulls Brigade was like the first ever that came out. I believe it came in a circular tin that was supposed to resemble like a record because
Yep.
they're kind of like a band. And then they did a second wave, which was crazy. It brought guitars, it brought like amplifiers, speakers, and it was like a whole concert setup.
Got you.
Um, so this is probably like their third Pink Skulls set that they're
Interesting.
planning on, releasing.
Wow. All right, so that's another one to look forward to. They of course celebrated Valentine's Day when it hit, and just celebrating them. In these are figures that already existed, but it was just Valentine's Day card. Sadie's Sweethearts. Four random winners who fill in the blanks will receive the Return of the Living Dead dolls. So this is another one of their contests. And
Yeah,
here,
contest.
Gangsters Inc. And this one is called Giovanni Don Mocini.
Yeah, Don
So
Mancini. He's the boss
yep.
from the gangsters.
So great to see that these were once again re-released and available. This was a surprise. They revealed that Harry Potter is coming to Mezco.
And that's the 5 points. So that's
Yes.
kind of like Kenner style retro 5 point articulation.
Yeah, but I don't mind that, right? I mean, McFarlane did a line of Harry Potter figures.
Mhm.
A whole bunch of different companies have tried, and I kind of like this, 5 point, 5 POA style. They're kind of neat, right?
Mhm.
And they're small enough that you can just collect the whole line and just have them on your shelf, indiscriminately. You know what I mean? They're pretty neat.
They've
So
done some really cool stuff with the 5 POA. They did a Scooby Doo set that came with a giant haunted house, and it's badass. And it has like all the core monsters that they hunt, and I think they had the alternate heads from when you unmask them.
that's cool.
They did a Batman 66 set that came with a Batcave. They've done some pretty cool stuff where it's like they're not just giving you individual figures; they're giving you like an actual play set together with it.
And I'm hoping that they do the same here, because it's always cool when they're in their environments. I think that's a lot of fun. So that was a fun reveal. The Punisher revealed as well. So a lot of people have been waiting on this figure, and it's going to be great to see Frank Castle in the Mezco style. I think a lot of people really do appreciate the Marvel treatment that Mezco takes. It's a very more realistic type of nature to them.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun to see what he finally looks like. And then the big one for us, freaking Thundercats. Oh my god!
Look at my reaction in GIF.
I know, right? Pretty much one of the very first. I remember I was heading towards the breakfast for Mattel, and yeah, JP just sent me this. I know that's my face too when I saw the news. I was shocked. I was very, very shocked. And this opens the door for so many different things. Even Hatter, hardly articulated. The Toy Father. All of us, we're all just in absolute shock, because I think a lot of us just really believe that 1/12 would always stay with Super 7. So it's fascinating that Mezco is now having a shot at it. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And then there were a whole bunch of other reveals, like the Slasher Search with Friday the 13th.
Yeah, they do all sorts of contests during the event, and they have like all this stuff. But yeah, dude, let's talk about this Thundercats thing, because it's to me, I've supported Super 7 from day one, and I love what they've done. But to me, it's like, hold my beer, here we come. Dude.
Well, we'll see.
If you see the stuff that Mezco's done, I don't know if you have any Mezco 112 stuff that you personally own, but they're known for like just going above and beyond. For example, that Doctor Doom that you just passed, he has metal body parts. So his actual helmet is made of metal. His hands are made of metal. Most of his body is metal. That's the kind of stuff that they're known for. So I can only imagine things like Toy Page, which he's a guy that kind of works for Mezco. He does a lot of the social media and like reviews, and he has like a podcast about 112 Collective. He put up a post on his Instagram asking what people would like to see for Thundercats from Mezco. And some people mentioned, like, for example, that they would like to see a 4-pack that gives you all 4 characters in one, And I I completely disagree with that. I don't want like this giant 4 pack. I want every character to give receive their love individually and get the most you can cram into that one release for each character, which is what they are known for doing.
Yeah, but the turtles, for example, they have released the 4 packs for the turtles, and they do come with everything that you would expect turtles to come with. So
But
it's
you
not
know,
out of the realm that they can
but you
do it.
know the
Right?
difference with Turtles, and they did it with MMPR also. Um, it's that the Turtles and MMPR are all like identical bucks, but just painted differently.
Correct.
Whereas Thundercats are completely different characters,
Correct.
and the only thing that makes them, unite like that is that they're a team. But if you think about it, like if you gave us a box set with Chitara, Panthro, Lion-O, and Tigra, that thing is easily going to cost you $500. The Fantastic Four box set was 400 and change.
Yeah.
And that came out at the end of 2024. So with rising costs and tariffs and all that shit, dude, that box set would be incredibly expensive, and they would be shooting themselves in the foot because that's their inception. So that thing's not going to sell as well as if you just put out a Lion-O like all decked out with like 4 or 5 heads, and give him everything you could think of that he's been seen in through all the different
Yeah.
episodes.
But at the same time, you can't do 4. You have to do 5, right? You have to do
That's what
6
they
actually.
do, yeah.
You have to do
Yeah,
6,
because of the
right?
kittens.
Yeah.
No, but the kittens would probably make more sense as a 2 pack with Snarf. So
No, but
almost like a pseudo
yeah, but
three.
the problem is it's an odd. You like, in my opinion, I think you're right. You can't really do a collection like that. You just can't,
No.
because the box would be gigantic, right? And you really can't break up a team like that, right? If you're gonna sell only 4 adults, 2 kittens, and a Snarf, that doesn't really make sense. I think you're right in so much that they should all be individual. All of them
Right.
should be individual, right? And maybe the kittens and Snarf could be that 3 pack, right? Because that sort of makes sense too. You're getting more value for what you would, individually, right? Because the kittens don't really have the Thundercats themselves don't have much in terms of accessories. What I'm hoping to see with the Thundercats line is exactly what many of us are hoping for. That they come with a whole bunch of swappable heads, swappable hands, right? And whatever weapons they can come with, right? We know that Panthro has his shooting out, spikes. Panthro has a shield, which he can actually create with his spikes.
He has a bunch of stuff that he can do with his nunchucks.
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah,
exactly. So those are the things that you can obviously expect. But when
dude.
you come down to like a
What,
Chitara, she only
what's
has one
awesome?
weapon,
Like, with
right?
Panthro, just to give you an idea of like what Mezco will do, I wouldn't be surprised either if Panthro or maybe Safari Joe is probably more suitable, but to include the lightning bat that was used to terrify Panthro, like
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
that's an accessory that's the kind of stuff that Mezco would do. Just kind of like what Mondo's doing with 1/6, where they'll go like above and beyond and give you these crazy like one episode homage kind of accessories. And not to say that Super 7 hasn't done it also, but a perfect example also is like Safari Joe could probably come packed in with the Electro Cage where he traps the Thundercats.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Safari Joe would come with a lot, but
Yeah.
you have to get really creative with everybody else. Like I'm thinking Panthro is good because again, you can do something like I said, you can do things like the shield that his spikes end up. They do the fact that they shoot out of his shoulders, right?
Welding mask,
Yeah, the welding mask, the fun stuff that he's
the
associated with, right?
rebreather when he goes underwater. There's a
Sure,
lot.
but they can all come. They can all come with rebreathers, right?
Yeah.
But then when you get down to a Chitara, she has almost nothing. You'd have to have her blast effect where she
They
like
could do what Mondo did. They can give us running speed
Yes.
lines and like
yes,
effects.
yes. But that's what I mean. Though you have to get creative on that sense,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You have to get the lightning strikes, the speed lines. You have to get
Mhm.
everything that is associated with the character from multiple different episodes, like the mirror, right? That she's known for.
Yeah.
A couple of other, like the flute, right? Those are the cool things which you can associate with for that. Tigra, I think you would end up having his chemistry set, right? You probably end up having
Yeah.
his bolo doing a whole bunch of things,
Yeah.
right? It's a whole bunch of different little things that are required for that to happen. But the Thunder Kittens, I think you can have a host of different
FX.
capsules, which you're
Yeah.
gonna lose. I hate those things. I hate little. It's the absolute tiny little things are the worst, man. The little capsules, those are
Yeah.
the absolute worst,
You
man.
know what? Speaking of that, I think something that I'm surprised, and I'm going to bring it up next time we talk to Brian, is he should he should develop like a sort of carrying case slash like accessory storage thing where I think it's been discussed. I don't remember if it was something that Egmont brought up or someone else, but someone mentioned something. Oh, I know who it was. I know who it was. It was my buddy Thundercats now. He was saying it would be cool if they did like a cat slayer, sort of like the Darth Vader case from the 70s, like a cat slayer shaped case where you could store all your figures, accessories, extra heads, and maybe the figures themselves. I think that would be badass because one of the biggest headaches, and that with Super 7, and I can only imagine with Mezco, is exactly losing all those accessories, dude. There's so many tiny little, like the candy fruit for Snarf, the little bombs for the kittens and stuff. It's stuff that it's so small that like if you have a rug and stuff like that, you'll
Yeah, the carpet
you'll drop
monster's
it and
gonna
it's
gonna
gone.
eat that up. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
it's over. It's over. Um, Mac Makin Ita Silva. Makin Ita Silva. I think I'm saying that right. I'm probably screwing it up. The new Casey Jones is kind of Mirage looking. Yes, right. That's another one that Mesco's done. Rosio, Cow Rosie O Cow Misoska. Oh my god. No, Omisokas. Sorry, Omisokas. Breaking news.
Omisokas.
Yeah, Omisokas. Breaking news. Adult Collector just posted pics of the Chronicles
That's
Scareglow.
AI.
Wow.
That's AI.
If this is not AI and it's real, it looks amazing.
It's gotta
Um,
be AI.
dude, if there's a Chronicles Scareglow out, that's crazy. Hold on for a second.
I saw the
Um,
picture on Facebook and it looks too good to be true, bro. You can't do a Chronicles non-movie product that surpasses the quality of the movie stuff. No way. No fucking way.
you don't think so?
No. Mattel's not going to do that to themselves. And they even coined 2026 as an all movie year. They said that everything is paused. There's not going to be any non-movie stuff.
They did, and then somebody found it's weird because somebody found
At
a
Skeletor, right? At Walmart.
yeah, yeah. There's a
But
there's a lot of things going
but
on
then
right
if
now
you
with
think
people
about
still
it,
making
from now till
exists.
April, they can cram the pegs with some other surprise shit. But I think after April, they're gonna make it straight up 2026 is movie, and it makes sense because they don't want to compete with themselves. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can
I hear
find it.
you, but it's fascinating. So here, we'll just have a quick
I
look at this
see
one.
it here.
Okay,
Mattel's new Master Universe Chronicle Scareglow. I don't know, dude. And then there's pictures of it, the side of the box open. Do you think this is real?
it's hard to tell. Truthfully, it's hard to tell.
That's a
Obviously,
Noel base. A Noel
obviously,
base.
you said it yourself, right?
Yeah.
The important thing to consider with these is that Mattel did say that they're going to take a pause on anything other than Mass Universe the movie, right? But
Yeah.
the machine keeps moving. That's the big thing about how these things work. Here's something interesting though. Take a look at this. See these knees?
Yeah.
Watch this. So look at those knees. Okay, remember those knees. and then look at these knees, right? I'm not
Um,
sure. Like they look similar, but it's interesting. Again, it's going to be a hard like there's going to be a whole bunch of things that happen right
the
now.
tricky part about it is like generating the figure. You can mimic the look of something else, but the package art is what has me wondering if this is legit because
Yeah,
the package art looks.
but here's what's really crazy: if they are taking a pause, why show Prince Adam and Cringer in their filmation form? So this would be fascinating if this is what they're doing. But it's just that when we were at Toy Fair, they said
Oh,
that they were not going to do anything outside of the movie.
you know what though?
So
Isn't there a Mattel unveiled or something coming up in March?
there is,
It's
yes, it's going to be coming up. So we
maybe
will
this
find
is a
out.
leak from there, dude.
You're saying that this could be the leak from there?
Yeah.
Okay, but that doesn't make sense, and I'll tell you why. If this is the Mattel offices, they would not dare use a ramen product for their
No,
backdrop.
no, no, no. I'm not saying that it's a ramen. Not that it's a Mattel office. This is obviously overseas, but I'm saying it's probably a leak of something that's going to be revealed during Mattel Revealed.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. But again, it's interesting that they would say one thing at Toy Fair, which was literally to tell us that they are putting everything except Master Universe movie on
Oh,
pause,
but wait a minute.
right?
That's question. He's not Skeletor. It says Evil Ghost of Skeletor.
No, evil Ghost of Skeletor. That's what he's always been known as.
Really?
That's his because he's and there's been an ongoing debate for years whether or not he is Skeletor or if he's the evil ghost of Skeletor, meaning that he's a specter that Skeletor controls. Because of the way it was originally because of the way that it was originally marketed in the original release. Let me try and bring up Scareglow 1987. Uh, yeah, so here, let me show you. So if you actually look at the original packaging from back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says right there, Scareglow, evil ghost of Skeletor, right? And
Oh, okay.
that's always made a massive debate what that means, right? Ever since back in the day, many people believe that it is Skeletor. Many people believe that it is much like what the book. It's funny because even in the book itself, he summons Scareglow to do his
Interesting.
bidding, right? So you would think that would put it to bed, but fans being fans, they just say things. They just don't want to accept it because of what they believe. So
Well,
it's been an ongoing debate whether or not he actually is Skeletor or a specter of
well,
Skeletor
I'll tell you
brought to
this,
life.
Jay. If that is legit, take my money now. That's an amazing figure. It's
It
like
is.
a Mondo in 6-inch scale.
Yeah.
Like it's so freaking sick.
And what really kills you is that, and this is why it's kind of weird. So remember, Masterverse is 7-inch scale, whereas Chronicles is supposed to be 6-inch scale, right? So if you look at Masterverse Scareglow here, standing beside Chronicles Scareglow, it, uh,
Chronicles
it
Hero looks
it
bigger.
looks like Chronicles is bigger, right?
I'm telling you, bro, this AI shit is
It's
just
getting
out
weird,
of
man.
control.
It is so ridiculous. But we don't know, right? We just don't know. Now they might have scaled him up, right? Because he's a big baddie, right? That's a possibility too. I'm not saying that's not out of the possibility. But
Right.
dang, like this is no matter what, at the end of the day, regardless of what happens here, this is the year of Master Universe,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
And if the movie does well, I'm telling you, Thundercats is next. I'm telling you, Thundercats is next, right? So we have a lot to look forward to, JP. We have a lot to look forward to.
Oh, look, Omisokas is saying that Toy Habits have reported that Scareglow would be the first figure released in the Chronicles non-movie uh, release schedule.
Fascinating.
So maybe
Fascinating.
Mike had the scoop on that.
Maybe. I mean, they've dropped a whole bunch of things, including the fact that apparently a listing for Mega actually was posted for the Dragonfly for the Fright Flyer, as well as a whole bunch of other animal related Master Universe licenses for Mega.
Hmm.
So it's
Okay.
fascinating where things are heading right now. Again, things have really just exploded ever since Toy Fair and all the other crazy things that have happened over the last weekend. Multi Prince sounds great. Going to search Google's. Yes, figure looks familiar. Absolutely.
So going back
Damien,
to the Mezco thing, what is your prediction? Like, what would you like to see? I ran a poll, and if you pull up my IG, I ran a poll of to see what characters people would like to see first from Mezco, and we can take a look at that really quick. It was in the Thundercats. I forget what they call that. It's that's the channel. Let me see. I wonder. Maybe
where
I
did you
have.
put it? Where do I
It's
go?
let me see. Hold
Is it on your story?
on. It was on my story, but it expired. Let me see if I can get a screenshot and send it to you.
Oh, here's your poll. Hold
Well, those are polls, past polls, but that's not the poll.
on. Okay.
Here it is, Thundera. Let me get a screenshot of this. I'm gonna get a screenshot of this and send it to you.
Yeah. No, you just throw it up. Just share it. Just share
No,
it.
because I'm live, so I can't do anything else on IG. I'm doing it on my
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah. So I'm sending it to you right now. There you go. Go to your DM.
All right. Let me see. Yeah, things are just going crazy right now. Like a lot of things, which are just eye opening. And the real problem is AI slop is just making things so much more difficult to find out what's true, what's not. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It is a crazy time to be a fan of anything right now.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely bonkers. So let's see if I can pull this up. All right, there we go. So, um, I wish they would put. Okay, so it is all right. Lino, of course, being number one. Chitara being number two. Mumra the Ever Living being number three. Panthro, Tigra, Mumra the Mummy version, Snarf, Jaga, the Kittens, Monkey, and Vulture Man, Slive, and Rotaro got a few votes as well. So fascinating. Obviously,
Yeah.
Lino is going to be number one. Chitara surprises me.
Yeah, dude. I think
That's
the reason
surprising.
why is because we have such a subpar Chitara.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
Uh,
yeah.
and then a lot of people are not going to get the Mondo one because they don't collect that scale. So it's they want an updated Chitara, and I kind of agree. I would love to see Chitara come out sooner than later, so that we have a better alternative in comparison to the Super 7 one. I
Yeah.
think that figure really deserves a
Yeah,
redo.
it's unfortunate, and they could have taken the time to reissue her with better, everything better, but they decided not to, which was unfortunate.
If you pull up Jay, you go to the toy page on Instagram, you could pull up the discussion about the Thundercats Mezco 112, and it
Where
was
was that?
really interesting. A lot of people chimed in on there. Go to the at toy page, TOYPAIGE.
What is it, sir? Just paste the link in the private chat over here.
Oh, hold on. I'm just gonna tag you. Hold on. This one. There you go. So you look at that thread, and it was an interesting conversation there, where that's where they were asking about the four packs and how we would like things. it seems like a lot of people were like very simple in the sense they want like core mutants, core heroes, and they're happy. Um, Not me. I want everything. Like I want as far as they can go down the well. You get the tag.
Yeah, I was saying to put it in the private chat here, but you put it in the in the
Oh,
Instagram
in the
chat.
private chat. No, I can't because I'm on live.
Yeah, hold on.
That's the problem.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay, so sorry, you want to take a look at the conversations?
Yeah, yeah. So you could see there where people are chiming in. You can ignore Thundercats classics. That guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Um, Grim Spectre, for example, is no fun getting a complete box set. I like collecting them individually. I think we would lose out on quality and maybe even accessories. If and it's true, I agree with him on that.
Well, I don't know about losing out on quality, but I see I see what he's saying about just like what you said, right?
Yeah, it's just
Um,
less accessories and stuff like that. I mean,
wow.
although their Fantastic Four box set was insane, but that shit's so expensive, man. It's just yeah, forget about that Thundercats classics, dude. It's just all over the
Yep.
place. But yeah, they're talking about the big ones. There's that Thundercats classic guy again. But
Yeah,
he
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 just keeps
kind of
he just
works
keeps coming.
he kind of works for Mezco. So
Holy
um
crap, dude!
it was interesting. Yeah, that's a good suggestion that I have. I think you would agree. Mummy Mumra should come with the sarcophagus.
Yes, I agree. I totally agree, and I think that they've done that in the past. We've seen that. So
We've
yeah,
seen Mummy Mumra with Ever Living in the Mezco Giant ones. It was like a Comic Con exclusive. But the Mummy Mumra was like a static plastic statue. He was
yeah,
just like this.
yeah. But still, it would be great to get him with the sarcophagus. I think that would be absolutely thrilling. Um,
Those are the mega scales
yeah,
there.
those were the original ones from back in the day, right?
And they were so like Rankin Bass, dude. Like
Yep.
they did an amazing job. So it's gonna be so exciting to see with the modern sculpting techniques and stuff like that to see those things articulated. Like they're just gonna be amazing. And I mean, we're talking about this is like 15 years ago, dude.
Hmm.
See, that was the two pack,
Yeah.
the Mumra with Ever Living, and then they made a bunch of Lionos. I have the Comic Con exclusive with the glow in the dark eyes, and then they made a retail version that was Lionel with a battle cry head and snarf.
So where they just um, charge up eyes, they just have the paint on them, and they
They
glow
had
in the
like
dark.
glow in the dark. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be fascinating to see what they come up with. Um, yeah, I'm excited. I think that this is a great opportunity for Thundercats to come back into a different with a different company and see where they can take it.
Yeah, man.
I'm eager to find out what.
I wonder how long it's going to be between the announcement of the license and the first reveal. I'm guessing maybe Comic Con.
Um, we probably will see something at Comic Con. I think ZoloCon is coming up too, right? Like there are a bunch of there are a bunch of shows that are starting to come up really soon now.
Yeah,
So
but for Mezco, I think Mezco only does. Well, you know what? They go to MegaCon. I don't know if they're going to MegaCon this year in Orlando.
when is MegaCon?
Next month. I think it's March 22nd, 23rd. Or I think it's March 20. It's the weekend of March 22nd. I don't know if it's the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Depends on how the weekend falls.
Are you going this year?
I don't know, man. I'm talking to Carlos to see if they're going. If it's like a carpool, I'll probably join them. Yeah, the 20th, 21st, and 22nd.
Interesting.
They were here last year for the first time Mezco came down. So they might come down, and who knows? They might reveal the first Thundercat there. Because after that, then they won't have a public show till Comic Con.
Interesting. Yeah, the Mezco light up cartoon eyes with Snarf and LJN alternate heads with ring light up. Yep. We just talked about that. The Driller. Oh my gosh. You know what? Yeah, they should come out and release some of the deep cuts that a lot
I'm
of
pretty
people
sure Super 7
I
is
would
making
love the Driller, man. Like the Driller is a long time coming. He's such a fan favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Early on, and it's but you know what they need? They need to Snow Meow. They should
I don't think that's happening.
they should crowdfund a Snow Meow. No, I'm serious. They should crowdfund a Snow Meow.
I think they missed the opportunity there because of the simple fact that they already released Snowman. If they wouldn't have released Snowman and they would have done kind of like what they did with Mandora and the Electrocharger, then I think a lot more people would support it. Now, having said that, if they make an updated Snowman with like snow deco or like a new head portrait, like new tooling and stuff, maybe they can do it. But if there's no Snowman, and you can't talk about a re-release because that's one of those figures that you can get for like less than retail right now. The Snowman
Yeah.
is not a
But
figure that a lot of people went crazy for.
if you do a 2-pack, right?
Oh, it'd be insanely
That
expensive.
would be. I know the real problem is again who wants another Snowman, right? That's the real problem. Chewy CO, a spinning effect on Chitara's staff would be great.
Spinning? I don't
I
know about that.
suppose.
Well,
It
okay,
would just be like
the
the
spinning,
nunchucks.
the spinning nunchucks for
Yeah.
Panthro. So yeah, that would be cool. Where she can hold it somewhere, like have something that attaches to her wrist, and it has the effect of like the bow staff spinning with like a clear, transparent. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see that.
it's exactly the nunchucks, but in the staff form.
Yeah,
But again, the way like the Super 7 one, her arms, they really got to fix that. They got to fix everything on that. So
that's the thing with
Damien
Mezco, man. These figures can move naturally. They move organically, and they're super flexible. Double knees, double elbows.
I have the Batman. I have the Batman 89 Batman, and he has an entire metal frame. You know what I mean? Like it's not like they haven't done great stuff before. They have. They continue to do great stuff, right? And again, they can look very realistic, or they can look very cartoony. It depends. I remember that the case in that case in your point would be good. Okay. Negative site. Ziploc bags for access. That's true.
With the Thundercats logo on.
I know, right? Motu Thunder. Super 7 needs to do Driller. Dude, we've been waiting for years. Motu Prince. The image on the box don't make sense in to the movie. It's not a movie figure. It's not a movie figure. We can already tell it's supposed to be some sort of new Chronicles like line. And it's weird because, of all the people to start with, why there's the other thing. Of all the people to start with, why Scareglow? That is a very strange character to start with.
So right? They're rebranding Masterverse into Chronicles.
It's weird because they said that they're not technically doing that, but they are replacing. They're replacing it, right? And it's so weird. That's why this throws up a lot of questions. It throws up a heck of a lot of questions. Demon Story. That gold Skeletor 2 hitting the web. Yeah, I know the kids line Skeletor, right? That's another weird one.
That's
right.
Weird.
Where did that one come from?
Skeletor, almost. You know what I mean?
It's supposed to be an Alcala Skeletor,
right?
But where does it fall? Like, it doesn't even come with the worst part about it. It doesn't even come with a mini comic. So if it doesn't come with a mini comic, how are you supposed to know where the hell that comes from? It's again so many crazy things. Whether they're real or not, it's crazy. Motu Prince, the classic Prince Adam, not the movie Prince Adam. Exactly, it's nuts. Damien Ristori, I think he will be. Looks great, but I think it's AI. It's really crazy. It's so nuts, especially the information we got at Toy Fair. It's everything's contradicting itself. Omisokas. Remember, Toy Habits reported earlier that the Chronicle Scareglow would be the first release, and this might be a movie figure. It might be a Chronicle from a different subline. That's what we're saying. We're not sure anymore, right? It's so weird. Spade 1, Dysentery. Spaded one McDysentery. I want to see the Thundercats get flock figures. Oh my god.
What? No.
No. Looks like our Thundercats stream has ended. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, on Instagram it ran its course.
Yeah, it's like a 1 hour thing. Canal dos Mineros is reporting the Scare Glow 2. The box says inaugural edition, which is consistent with what Tower Habits has reported a few months ago. The Scare Glow might be legit. It's just so weird because they keep telling us that everything else is on pause. So it is very strange.
Mhm.
Nolan, I kind of like the idea of one and done, but it comes with a hefty price. Yep. Uncle Rizzo, I hope that they don't Mezcofy or reimagine the design of the Thundercats. I just want them as they appear in the cartoons. Well, no matter what, it's going to be a Mezco version of it. So no matter what, they are going to Mezcofy it.
Yeah, I mean, the Mezco part of it that I can see, and I might be wrong, is, Lionel is going to have fabric spandex underwear, and so is Panthro. And I'm perfectly okay with that because it works as long as you don't try to redesign it, make them into biker shorts, make them into pants. I hope they don't do like the Dynamite Comics Thundercats. I want classic Rankin Bass.
Yeah, I hope so too. But that's why we'll have to see. It'll be very interesting to see what they finally come up with. Omisokas. Scareglow is really the guy from Toy Habits Canal dos Mineros are posting is legit. I get you, but it's so hard to believe these days. Everything is like there's just so many things that don't add up.
Could it be, Jay, that it's based on the prequel comic adaptation, and maybe Scareglow makes an appearance in that comic?
That would be neat. But the thing is that why would Filmation Adam be on the packaging?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? It just that doesn't make any sense.
Scareglow doesn't look like that in Filmation.
That's what I mean, right? But it's so weird. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Actually, Scareglow was never in Filmation, so I guess you could get away with that.
There you go.
Mezco Captain Cracker would be perfect for the metal finish alone. I hear you. Motu Thunder. Is Super 7 doing any more play sets? No, I think that's it. This thing was a miracle. This was a miracle. And all of us pushed as hard as we could to get this thing out. You know what I mean? We pushed so hard to get this. And it did not reach its final goal. We did not get Astro Lion-O. So, and now we got Astro. It's weird. We didn't get Astro Lion-O, but we got Astro Lion-O. So,
I think if we get anything other huge, it's gonna have to be like third-party thing, or like Fragments is gonna make a Castle Plundar.
yeah.
But I don't see Super 7 doing that.
No, I can't see it. And Castle Plundar is massive, right? Lost some weight. Lose some weight. I don't understand. Well, sure. Absolutely. Why you skip me? I didn't. I haven't gotten there yet. But what do you mean lose some weight? I'm not sure exactly which one that was meant for. Spaded one McDysentery. Mezco has been doing some great classic Marvel stuff and sticking to the source material pretty well. Spidey, Captain America, and Thor look good. Yes. Nolan would like a Chronicles Castle Grace, dude. That's something that has to happen. That has to happen. Nolan, hoping the smaller scale will get vehicles. I'm hoping so too. I really hope so. Do you think we'll get any Silverhawks Mirage? I need it now. Brian has said multiple times or hinted. So he hasn't said, but he's hinted multiple times that the Mirage is coming. He's pretty much guaranteed, more or less. But it's gonna take a little while. It's gonna take a little while. Restar, I prefer. I much prefer. Pedro Lopez, what's going on, my friend? Shrinkfication has hit Motu. Sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean?
You saw him in person, Jay. How would you say? Give me a good comparison, of Chronicles. Does it match up to the height of any other figures that are out right now?
The height?
Yeah, the scale.
So, having seen them, I think they are smaller than.
To me, they look like G.I. Joe classified scale.
They are very close to G.I. Joe classified scale. Yes, very very close.
Okay,
they're very close to classified. Um, the kids core line is around 5.5-inch scale, so they will scale pretty well with Master Universe Origins. But of course, Master Universe Origins are massive, huge, hulking beasts, right, compared to a more realistic sized human being. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Spaded one, dysentery. I'm not excited to see what kind of accessories Mezco can come up with for these characters. Again, I'm hoping to see what the. Oh, you are excited. Okay, Pedro, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but are we getting smaller figures for the same price? Not really. I think Chronicles is actually coming in at a slightly lower price point. It's not as much. It's not as much as It's not nearly as much. I think it's a few dollars less, actually. If I'm correct, it's been a while since I've gotten the Masterverse figure, so it's been quite some time. Whereas the 5.5-inch kids line core line, it's way cheaper than
$10,
originally.
I believe, right?
It's
US
like
$10.
$10 for the kids core line. So it's a really good price, a great price. Now for that price, you only get one accessory, but still, it's great. Motu Thunder. Will Motu Classics come back to Super 7? No. That's it doesn't. Never say never, but it seems very, very unlikely.
I think that ship has sailed. Yeah.
Mattel, just by the movie alone, Mattel has seen the value of Master Universe, and they're pushing it now. They will not. They will not. They will not. I don't think that they'll be handing that license out again. Not for a while. Not to anybody other than Mondo. I think Mondo is the only one left, right? Who has some, and they're doing 1/6, so it's complete. It's on the completely different spectrum.
They had the 112 2000X though.
It's true. You're right, but as soon as this is why it's so interesting. As soon as they announced that, literally, like not even 6 months later, right at San Diego Comic-Con, here comes Mattel saying, "No, we got one. It's way cheaper, and it's not that bad." Right? It's crazy. Like talk about cutting the legs off of your partner.
And you notice how we got bombarded with those 2000X animated figures?
Yeah.
It makes sense because they're trying to get them out before the Motu movie stuff starts hitting.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, like Mattel is playing a hardball game, really hardball. It's pretty crazy. Negative site. I wonder if distribution will be better on these new lines. It's always hard, man. Like the real problem is. So here's the thing: because it's a movie line and it's a movie year, they will be pushed hard. So the first wave of figures, absolutely, you're going to see them everywhere. The first wave of figures. Now, if they don't sell well, the second wave and third waves, that's when you're going to see some drop off, right? But if the movie does well, if the characters start flying off the shelves, then yes, you're going to see a lot of support from Mattel. But it has to come with the support. So we'll see what happens. Eric Delquist, I'm going to unfollow on Instagram. You suck. Okay, bye. Pedro Lopez, Hot Toys do He-Man live action movies.
Dude, I thought about that. It's a possibility because they like to do movie renditions. Well, lately they've been doing, surprisingly, they've been doing some comic stuff, like they did Dark Empire Luke, and they've done some comic-based Marvel characters. But I could really see that Skeletor from Hot Toys would be insane.
He would look really cool. He would look very, very cool. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the Mezco getting Thundercats this year. Wow, just an absolute shocker. And we were just talking about it, so that's why it's an even bigger shocker for many of us. But yeah, let's take a quick look. Where was it? I thought I had it. Yeah, you know what? I think I do. So let's take a quick look at what happened at Toy Fair for Super 7. Yeah, I was obviously I was there. It was a great time. Huge shout out to Mattel and to everybody who gave us the time to actually take a look at everything that was showcased. I had the time to visit the Super 7 booth while I was there, and they had a whole bunch of new lines, obviously, and it was so much fun just taking a look at everything that was on display. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line, which is again fascinating. Not sure how it's actually going to play out. Not sure exactly how it's going to play out with these guys. Now that Mattel has the master license, we're gonna see how it flows. But they did have some really cool stuff. I believe that these are the 2008 Turtles.
2002 or something like that. I
Yeah,
don't know when they would
2002.
do.
They're the ones without without the irises in their eyes. It was kind of funny. A
Yeah,
little bit more serious, a little bit more interesting in their overall designs.
double knees,
Uh,
double elbows.
yeah, we got Leonardo, we got Donatello, right? Um, there was also Leonardo, right? So really, and Raphael. Really great to see these guys. And while we were there, they actually showcased Splinter, which is really cool. They didn't have him on display though. I was kind of disappointed about that. They just had him in package, which is fine. You could actually see pretty much how he looked. He comes with 4 little turtles, which I thought was always neat. I think that that's
Yeah,
something that should definitely be for future releases. 100%. He looks really cool. And then they had Casey Jones in packaging, so that was a
mhm.
lot of fun. Always we have big fans of Casey Jones, and of course the overall look of the character himself. Um, and the Shredder. I think the Shredder was one of the more popular characters. He even comes with, it's not Krang, it's actually one of the alien brains. But it's really cool that they dug deep into the Mirage aspect of this for this version of TMNT. The foot soldiers look kind of neat too. First time I've seen them without their masks.
Mhm.
So that was always fun. And then I think we also got a glimpse. I think that was pretty much it for. I got a really good close-in views of these guys, but I think that was it for the TMNT characters. Moving on further, they had some reaction lines.
I was really surprised
These
that they
are.
did not have visionaries on display.
I'm not surprised they didn't. The announcement just happened, right? So they have the O ring. These are now the O rings for. They're not calling them O rings though. They're calling them deluxe, right? But you can
Okay.
see that they do have the O ring style articulation, right? Which is neat. I think a lot of people are very excited about these versions, and it's not vac. I don't think it's vac metal. It was just shiny metallic paint. But these guys really
Mhm.
do look very neat in terms of their overall design. So I think these ones will be popular. Um, but yeah, it's interesting to see that with Mattel now getting the master license, how far these are going to progress. Um, I'm just going to skip right to the Thundercats though. So right here, we did get a glimpse of Ghost Jaga. He is different actually from the first release.
Oh,
There's
he
something
is?
about it, a little bit. It's more of the paint. I noticed that there were certain things about the paint that was a little bit different. Um,
Hmm.
but other than that, he's the exact same figure. So it's really interesting to see. And I think that the blue on the plastic is a little bit more intense. Do you have yours handy by any chance, JP?
No, not here.
Yeah, I think that that's really what it is. Mind you, the studio lights really made a difference. So it could be that maybe on my version's a little bit the same, but um, he is of course a great figure. The cape is
Yeah.
plastic, so it's translucent as well. Mir Lionel. So that was interesting to be able to get another chance at getting Mir Lionel. But this one, of course, is on the new buck with the new head. So if you guys missed out on the first Mir Lionel, here's another chance. Uh, he looks okay. I didn't mind it. Um,
So this is like the Rankin Bass
yeah,
Lionel body repaint.
pinless body, Rankin Bass style. So yeah, it was very cool to see him in person.
Makes sense.
So there you see the new face, very scowling, right?
That tiny claw
And the new
shield.
claw shield. Yeah, it was really cool to see him. And then the new Mumra. I like him. I like him a lot. Very, very Rankin and Bass inspired. Um, he's got a new Rankin and Bass head, looking kind of sinister. Like he looks kind of psychopathic, really. Soft goods cape and cowl. So yeah, he looks really cool. Um, way more. I think there's a lot more articulation. I guess a lot more articulation would not be exactly accurate, but I think that the way he's actually sculpted is a little bit more in line with today's aesthetics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
One thing that I'm looking forward to, I don't know if you recall with the original Mummy Mumra, there was this thing in the design where no matter how you posed him, because of the bandages wrapped around the thigh, the figure always ended up like looking kind of bow-legged like it's like
yeah, I got
you
you.
could never join the thighs together, like so he always kind of had a split. It looks like they might have fixed that with this one because I
Yeah,
could see the one in package where his legs are pretty close together.
yep, yep.
And then it's a
It looks
soft
like that.
goods cloak, right? With
Yep, it is.
wires.
Yep,
Awesome.
and that's cool. For that price point, you really would be wondering if that would have been a thing, right? So it's really cool that they were able to get that together.
Mhm.
And then below that, we did see the new re-release of Bengali. Now he comes with an additional accessory. Actually, it's this
What does it
tiny little
bring?
stone.
Oh no, that came with it
So
originally.
what is the new accessory then? Because I remember they were highlighting that it comes with
He
something
brings a
extra.
little piece of ore. Yeah. Let me see. What is that? No, that's the anvil. And move down. What
I can't really move
is
down there. Sadly, I
Yeah,
wasn't.
no, it's all the same stuff.
No, but I thought that said the solicitation. I remember seeing that they said that he comes with something brand new. Um,
Hmm. I know.
at least that's what I
We'd have to
thought.
look at that. But they didn't even they just revealed that at Toy Fair. They didn't even mention they were making re-releasing Bengali. It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I might be wrong. Maybe I read it wrong. I could
Let
have
me ask you
sworn it said
something,
something.
Jay. Did you ask Brian about the Sky Cutter box? Because that thing's right around the corner. Like we haven't seen the box art for that.
Yeah, you know what? No, I forgot. Apologies. I should have. I should have asked. Um, yeah, I didn't. I didn't. Unfortunately, I forgot to ask about that. Because you wanted to know about the box art itself, right? Who's doing it? But
Yeah,
he.
like to see what it looks like and stuff.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't get a chance, sadly. Um, yeah, it should be around the corner. I mean, like it's supposed
I
to
think it
be
should
any
be in
any day
April.
any day now, right? So yeah, it's going to be interesting. We got obviously people are already receiving Coronation Lionel, so it's really cool to
Yeah.
see that he was there at the show, coming with his glow in the dark sword. I really like that smiling face. Again, Thundercats should always have more of a jovial look, in my opinion. I still
Yeah.
don't understand why he has that stupid stick. That was one thing I just did not get.
Oh, that was the staff of it's from it's a nod to an episode.
I know, but it's just such a random thing to include,
It is. It is random.
right? And then we had Red Eye as well, so really cool. Um, they did not have anything else on display, unfortunately. They just had pictures of T Ray
That's
and
funny though. They
Octavia.
don't have samples. But I like the packaging though. We could talk
Yeah,
about that. I
the
like
packaging looks great,
it's a
100%.
refreshing new take on Ultimates, and I really dig it.
Yep, I like it too. I think that they're really leaning into the idea of design,
Hmm.
which has been their strong suit for a number of years. So love the logo, love the illustration on the side, and of course how they're going to package it. It's going to be fun when we finally take a look at this. So it was really cool to see this new version of Ultimates Mako.
I heard Brian
Um,
saying that they're doing good and they're already working on Wave 2.
nice, right? Really excited about that. And Octavia is there, $65 price point, and there's Red Eye. So it was really cool to see him
Mine
at the
arrives
show as well.
tomorrow. I'm excited.
Yep, he looks good. Again, a little bit of a hit and miss with the plastics as always. It's just a
Yeah.
weird thing that goes on with Super Seven. I wish that they would get one thing. I wish that would happen is they would have a consistent flow because sometimes they're on point like 100%, and sometimes they're not. It's just a weird situation. But yeah, very cool to see these guys finally being released. There's Melodia. Have you
Yep.
picked up? Did you get your Melodia yet?
I don't have that wave yet. I'm waiting. I got hardware on his way, and I got Red Eye on the way.
Nice. Yep. And that was pretty much it from the floor. They had some really cool stuff. And so I spoke to Brian, and he told me a little bit about Visionaries, but I can't say anything. So unfortunately, I know a little bit more about Visionaries, but as promised, I won't say anything. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Visionaries. It's kind of crazy because they had Tiamat right there, and I asked about Dungeons and Dragons, and he sort of hinted that they're gonna try and finish the wave. So I'm hoping that they do finish it off. So we'll see how that works. Yeah, he was getting to be a little bit of trouble. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, JP. That was a little bit fucked up. I don't know what he was doing. Like
It's just
I answered his questions. I don't understand why he was being so.
That's just a troll. I've never seen that guy on our chats.
I've seen Eric Delquist, but I just don't understand why he all of a sudden became so aggressive. Like that was just really weird.
Yeah.
Negative site. I wonder if distribution will be better with these new lines. Yeah, we were wondering the same thing, brother. It's crazy. 2003. Yeah, that was a TMNT line. Negative site. Super 7 needs to do a light up Old Man Mumra with energy blast from the hands, like the episode where he meets the mutants for the first time. You doubt my power. We shall see. Nolan, Eric, go troll somewhere else. Yes, thank you. Ultron, Utron. Who's Utron? Am I? Interesting. Hey, what's going on, Brian? Endless Fables in the house. Good to see you, brother.
Brian, what's up,
How
buddy?
you doing, man? Always good to see Brian. Nolan, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Endless Fables. He does great toy photography on Instagram. Just a wonderful creative artist. Nolan, are you AI? You're everywhere. It's not a party without Nolan. Nolan makes the stream happen, man. Damien, since you're on TMNT, have you seen Trick or Treat Studios' life-size Krang offering? Oh my God, Mad Hatter has done a video on it. That's cool. That is very cool. Trick or Treat Studios is surprising me with their collectible line. I'm very, very impressed.
I was surprised they didn't reveal anything new from Thundercats.
Yeah, but they did a whole He-Man muscle suit. I saw that on Pixel Day.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
That was pretty cool.
Almost seems like it. Yeah, Nolan is AI. Yo, Joe C, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. Fanboy Prime, SDCC Thundercats prediction: Panthro with light up eyes, Old Man Mumra with light up eyes are exclusives. Yeah, are you talking about Mezco? That would be neat.
He's talking about Super 7.
Really? I don't see why anyone would do that. I really don't see it. I just can't.
Unless he's talking about Mezco, and Mezco's known to do exclusives. I just don't know if they would do an exclusive before a regular retail release.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. And it would end up being Lino first.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would do anything. It would be Lino first.
They'll do Mirror Lino, probably SDCC 2027.
That would be cool. Nolan, that new sculpt looks pretty good. Yep, looking forward to it. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch Thundercats, dude. You're not gonna be disappointed. It still holds up today. There are some campy episodes, but it still holds up.
Yeah.
Clint Jorgensen, 2026, the year of Motu. 2027, the year of Thundercats. Yes, I'm hoping. My fingers crossed. Fanboy Prime ordered 2 of the Tiger Shots wave. Nice. And Moses Cortez, do you think we'll get the Vac Metal flashback? Well, considering he only had his chest and his head were the only thing Vac Metal in the original flashback, it's possible. But we haven't seen, like, right now. They just finished all of the. They just announced the Copper Kid, right, with Vac Metal, right.
Mm-hmm.
So that would mean that the first wave of Silverhawks is Vac Metal, right? Hot Wings would be next. Has anybody even received their Hot Wings? Like, I've never even seen this guy. I've heard of him, but I've never seen Hot Wings.
Yeah. Toy Playtime Returns received his whole wave.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I think he's the only one in existence. Like
I
I
think
got
what it is,
Stargazer, but I didn't get Hot Wings. So
I think Big Bad Toy Store, they get their shipments through freight directly,
mm,
and they didn't get Hot Wing. But if you order directly from Super 7, you get your whole wave.
got you. Okay. Well, anyway, so him and Flashback are the only two other. Well, sorry, and who's the other guy? Um, the one who's like the one who's like an older Silverhawk. He's got like a jetpack on his back.
Oh, you're talking about Condor.
Yeah, Condor. Yeah, those are the only other Silverhawks right now, right? Those three. So it's going to be interesting to see if they get vac metalized versions. I don't even think Condor was ever created, so he never had a vac metal version, right? So
Right.
that's going to be an interesting one too, right? So we'll see. It'll time will basically tell how that one plays out. Moses, and correct color for steel wheel vac metal. Yes. Whatever happened to that, JP? That was a huge mistake.
I don't know. Vac Copper King, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a weird one.
Endless Fable says you think Mezco would do the whole team of Thundercats like they did with Power Rangers? No. I mean, I do not want that. We were talking about that earlier. Um, I don't want like a team box set because for one, it's gonna be 500 plus out the gate because the Fantastic Four box set was almost $500, and that was 2 years ago. So it's just gonna be something that's gonna be so expensive, and it's gonna really kill the line right where it starts because a lot of people are not gonna be able to buy that. So I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a strange situation if they actually release a five. And remember, it's going to be six. It's going to be six Thundercats, not four. Right? A lot of people keep forgetting that the Thunder Kittens are part of the original, nobles of the Thundercats house, so they
Yeah.
have to be there,
I mean,
right?
I guess they could consider, the kids being a separate thing, like Mattel did, where they could be a two-pack with Snarf. You know,
I
um,
suppose,
those are
right?
just adults, like an
I
adult Thunder.
suppose, but at the end of the day, that was an SDCC exclusive and never actually got released, right?
Yeah,
So only people who were at San Diego could even get them, which was a
yeah,
damn shame, right? And thankfully, Super Seven has rectified that finally after almost a decade, right? So it's pretty crazy. TF Thruster, hello everybody from Texas. Jay, did you see the Thundercats sword on Big Bad
sure
Toaster?
did.
Yes. I ordered. Thanks
I
to
got two
Thundercats
this time.
Classics. Thanks to Thundercats Classics, I ordered another one.
I got
And of
two this
course,
time. Did it sell out? It probably sold out by now.
I don't think so. I don't think they
No?
sold out. No, I don't think so. I think the first time around, people pretty much got their fill. Um,
Let me see. Curious.
I'm checking it right now. No, it's still available.
It's still available?
Yeah, it's still
Cool.
available. Yeah. Which is good because you need people need that sword, and you know what? Once it sells out, people are going to want that sword. It's crazy how things just
Did you get the
happen.
Thundercats Hero Clicks set?
Which one?
The Thundercats Hero Clicks?
No, no. It will. I have so many things I collect already, and collecting little
Yeah, I
chess
know.
pieces. Chess pieces are just not gonna survive in this house,
It's
please.
in
So,
stock right now. I'm
right.
curious about it too. They look nice, but I'm really not gonna play the game. So
No,
it's
that's the
just like,
problem. Yeah. No, I got to be true to myself. I gotta collect what I gotta collect, not some little tchotchkes that I can't do anymore. Fanboy
yeah.
Brian, Super 7 will do it. It will follow suit with Dino Mumra, both introduced as CCC. Also, the Panther with the toy Thunder Tank is all new, and neck post looks meant for light up. That's rough, bro. And I'll tell you why. Um, I'm not sure the light up Lino did that well, especially and along with light up Mumra. I'm not sure that they did terribly well. We'd have, like we'd have to find out from Brian, but I'm not sure they have any plans to make any additional light up figures. To be honest with you, if they do, great. I mean, like I would love to collect another Panthro, but yeah, I honestly can't see it. What are your thoughts, JP? Do you think they'll continue the light up lies?
I don't really see the need for light up eyes. I think what I would love to see is a like the call heads. Maybe give us some sort of box set with all the the Thundercats with their eyes in yellow. It could be glow in the dark, or it could just be yellow from when they're heating the call. I think that's something we need for all our Thundercats
Yeah,
cohesively,
I
but
agree. I think
not
that
light
that
up,
would make more sense.
not light up.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Mezco will take care of the
Alex,
light up stuff.
yeah, Alex Valdez. We need Yes Man and Poker Face. Yeah, 100%. Hopefully
Yeah,
they'll finish off that part of the line. And no Mumra. Hey guys,
mm,
what's going on, Mumra? Good to see you. I'm concerned about the time it takes for Mezco to release it. I'm concerned about their. Oh, I'm concerned about their quick drops. They sell like that.
yeah, but those are like the in-house stuff. That's not licensed product. I think what they're gonna probably do is they're gonna release one guy. I don't think we're gonna see a Batman 89 scenario. The problem with Batman 89 was the suit. It's just
Yeah,
getting that suit to look like the movie and to for the figure to still be able to move. I
yeah.
think that probably was one of the biggest challenges. I don't think we're going to see that kind of issue with Thundercats because none of them are fully clothed. So they're not going to really have a problem with tailoring. Um, I don't foresee that issue.
All right. Moses Cortez. I'm glad I got the vacuum metal Monstar. All of them should be vac metal. Metal is a nugget, and and happens. I did like the way he looked. I think you can still grab him at certain places. I'm not sure he's completely sold out, but he does look really neat.
Yeah.
Ultramag. Snarf should come with Lionel, not Kit and Cat. Um, I hear what you're saying, but really, he's big. He's
I
like
thought you have to
that
be
would
careful with Kit and Cat because you have more of a possibility of having more stuff with Snarf. If Snarf comes with Lion-O stuff is going to overpower the extra stuff that Snarf could come with. Snarf would just be like a slug. Whereas if you have the kittens, you could probably pack in extra heads for Snarf, accessories for Snarf, um, which I don't think we would see with Lion-O because the way Mezco works is I'm pretty sure what we're going to see is like a coronation head, the coronation cape, maybe like 3 or 4 alternate looks, maybe a light up head, um, every accessory you could think of that Lionel had in the episodes all in one box, So I don't think Snarf would come with him.
Hmm. Yeah, it's going to be interesting how they release these, but I guess we'll see. Mumra, give us Exodus flocked cats from Mezco and suspension capsule from Super 7 won't release.
Why flocked? What is it with flocked?
Yeah, that's really
Flocking
weird.
flocking is such a retro thing. It's cool, it's nostalgic, but it looks ugly, especially when you have articulated figures, because the flocking cannot attach to joints and stuff. So you have these separation of flocking, and flocking only works for like static stuff, like designer vinyls and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the other real problem with flocking is that why would you flock Thundercats? I mean, I get it; they have fur or whatever, but
People
it's just
hate a lot of people. There's a big division with the Mondo stuff. So taking it even further by flocking them,
yeah.
people would be like, I think people would riot.
I don't know about Riot, but I think you would. I think you would have a very specific segment of the market that will not buy it.
Yeah.
I already hear clicks. Nice. And Motu Thunder. I'm going to try and go back to sleep now because Ramadan, I have to wake up to her. All right, brother. Take
All
care
right, man.
and happy Ramadan.
Thanks for
All
joining
right,
us.
guys. JP, I think that pretty much wraps it up for us this week. Unless you have anything else that you'd like to bring up,
No,
but it's been pretty good for Thundercats in terms of the news. I mean, things like new Thundercats on the horizon for Super 7. Obviously, Mezco bringing out their version of Thundercats is going to be amazing when we finally see the first prototypes. And yeah, a lot of things on the horizon for Master Universe is just going strong, strong, strong. All these crazy leaks that are coming out, apparently, but we're going to find out soon. As you said, Mattel is going to have their annual revealed event coming in March. So we're going to find out if these figures are actually real or if they're just AI generated. So it's going to be interesting to find
yeah,
out.
we totally got duped with that German toy fair. Uh,
Yeah. That
It,
thing was so. It didn't show up at the at the. I didn't see anything, which is sad. We didn't see anything of Thundercats cross.
it boggles the mind because
121.
why would they take the time to do all that to then just put it on pause? Because like the story doesn't even make sense right now. It's like for some reason I don't see
Oh
Skelra anywhere in stores. I only see the Tigra and the He-Man,
yeah,
but I don't see other like the. I haven't seen Panther Man in retail yet, but it's just a weird, like such weird timing, man. Like I really thought we were gonna see a new wave of Thundercats X Motu at Toy Fair.
I think what's happened is, and this is something that they did say while we were there. They said Origins isn't going anywhere. Origins will continue, and we know that Origins, as far as a Mattel creations, will continue. So it's. I think when they say pause, I think they're talking about. I think they're talking about Cartoon Collection, and they're talking about
The crossover.
Masterverse. I think that those two. So I think 2000X is on pause, and I think that Masterverse is on pause.
Okay.
Um, I think there's a very good possibility that Thundercats will continue. Okay, but again, we're seeing a whole bunch of different things that are happening right now. Right? If these photos end up being real, right? The golden Skeletor from the core line and this Scareglow from the Chronicles line, if they end up being real, then that means that things are all over the place because they said that they were only going to concentrate on movie this year, which
Yeah.
makes no sense. If these two things are real, that makes no sense.
Or maybe they just said that to not reveal what's going to be revealed unrevealed.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works, right? It's freaking crazy. Fanboy Prime. I don't see Mezco going deep with this line. I could see them pulling the plug after 3 or 4 figures.
Blasphemy!
Well, they
dare
haven't
you
done
say that?
anything else with that so far. They haven't done anything else with Power Rangers.
Well, they
It's
only
only
pull
been-
the plug when stuff doesn't sell well. So
I know.
you know.
So we'll see how it goes because again, Power Rangers don't know what happened there, but that was a good line. John C, what's up, guys? What's up, John? Good to see you.
What's up, man?
Konstantin Paraveska. Paraskeva.
Paraskevas.
Konstantin Paraskeva. New images of SCE. What is SCE? What's
Oh,
that?
maybe he's trying to say Skeletor. I don't
Oh,
know.
Skeletor? Oh, okay. Yes, we saw Scareglow, not Skeletor. And of course we saw the core Skeletor. Damien Story, fun chat as always. Thank you, brother. Rick Cage. Shalom, bro. Shalom to you, dude, brother.
Shalom.
Play Termi.
Playtime
Hilarious. Oh, sorry. Playtime returns. Playtime returns. I got my last wave of Motu X Thundercats. Woohoo! Yes, congratulations, bro.
That's my boy Playtime. He's the one that got he's got all the Silverhawks.
Nice. John C, do you think we'll ever get Bionic 6 or Super 7? No. I don't think so. Not at the rate things are going right now. I didn't even know they had the license. Did they have the license for Bionic 6?
No.
I think John is making a wish list. It'll be. I love Bionic 6, by the way. I love Bionic 6. But if they're not die-cast, I don't know, man. Mumra, Mattel doesn't have the team doesn't have their A team on Thundercats. That's not true. That is not true. They do, unfortunately. They just have a hard time with females. I just don't know what's going on with the females. Although Nada turned out great. Nada turned out amazing. So I mean, again, it's a hit and miss kind of situation. Mamra, after looking at the Scarecrow, that's 18. Yeah, we're going to see that.
Saying Mattel doesn't have their.
Oh,
18.
Mattel doesn't have.
I agree. They have like
their
their team working on the crossover line because stuff is not as good.
I don't mind the way they look. They're a little bit odd. Like Panther's got the monkey arms. He's way too tall. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things to be desired, but generally speaking, I don't mind them. Endless Fables. I missed the beginning of the stream. I will be watching it replay. Thanks, Brian. Take care, guys. And guys, remember, subscribe to Endless Fables.
Yes.
John, who has the rights to Bionic 6 now?
No idea.
No, I think who was Bionic 6? Was that Kenner?
Bionic Six. I don't remember who made them, but
I'm
they
checking right
were
now.
like O-ring and they were die cast.
Yes, they were badass. Bionic 6 was LJN.
Oh, interesting.
But
That's out.
that doesn't mean anything. LJN's licenses were sold off to so many different companies, right? And Bionic 6 is a property that actually I think was owned. It's a creator owned property. So much like Centurions, I don't know who has it right now. I
Hmm.
really have no idea. I would imagine, and don't quote me on this, but I would imagine it would be closer to Hasbro.
Hmm.
Damien Ristori from the Motu Thundercats crossover. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what he was talking about. The A team.
yeah. How about Prime? Mezco is like my commitment issues. And Yojo C saying that Bionic 6 is with LJN. Yes, that's right. Well, guys, it's been a great stream. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Man, what a time to be alive, man. Thundercats go into multiple different licenses, multiple different toy creators. We have Super 7. We've got Mondo. And now we have Mezco. Holy crap. The sky's the limit at this point,
On
JP.
the comic front, we also have Road to War, where it's Thundercats versus Silverhawks. That's happening in the comics right now in Dynamite.
Yep. Yep.
So,
So there's going to be a crossover situation as well. So again, a lot of crazy things happening at this point, and we are just so excited about the future of action figures. And a lot of different things happening in the toy sphere in general. Um, things are happening which we don't really want to talk about too much because again, things are just fluxing. But maybe tariffs will not be a thing anymore. We don't know. Everything's moving so quickly. Unfortunately, not gonna make any more speculations other than saying that because things just it's just an unpredictable situation on that front. But who knows? Maybe in another half year, we might see the light at the tunnel and maybe get back to a normalized situation with toys and imports in general. So hopefully we'll see something along those lines. But you
yeah.
just never know. Brian, have a good weekend, everybody. You too, Brian. Thanks for everything. Good to see you, brother. Yo, Joe C, I got 3 Bionic sealed and 6 loose, not mint. That's awesome, dude.
Nice.
Mike is in the house. Tiberium Hanger. Hard to keep up when most of us are looking to downsize collections. That's funny coming from Mike. Mike has a massive collection. So good to see you, brother. But sorry, that's not funny. That speaks volumes for Mike if he says that. John C, yeah, I'm making an 80s wish list for Centurions, Visionaries, and Humanoids. You know what? That's a really good list. In Humanoids, that would be great. They were such huge toys, though, man. They were so, I'm hoping if anybody's going to do in Humanoids, it's got to be the Loyal Subjects. They could do it really well. I think they could do a really good
You know what
justice.
I would love to see at Comic Con, and this is just like just out of nowhere, but since they have the Hanna Barbera stuff, they got Flintstones. I would love to see Jada announce that they get the Hanna Barbera catalog. You can do Jetsons, Thundar, uh, Blue Falcon, and Dynamite. You imagine that stuff?
Yeah, yeah. Some,
Because NECA announced
the Herculoids, right?
yeah, NECA announced they're doing Disney Afternoon, so we're getting Ducktales. They're gonna make Tailspin figures, and
No,
they're
no, that's
NECA.
that's NECA. Yeah, that's NECA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. NECA announced they got Disney Afternoon,
Crazy
so
stuff.
it would be awesome to see Jada follow
Gummy
suit.
bears.
Go Hanna Barbera.
That would be really cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Playtime returns. Too much Motu. Blasphemy. Blasphemy. Tidary Hanger. If that tariff money is given back to consumers, we will boom. Yes, I do agree to that. But no, the
Yeah.
tariff money that's already been spent by retailers, that's not coming back.
No.
It's only if anything, it's there's going to be some larger corporations that are going to try and get the money back, but whatever we spent, we're not getting that back. John C. Jace and the Wheel Warriors. No, as much as I do enjoy that property, I can't see Jason the Wheel Warriors ever coming back. It was such a weird line. It was the vehicles themselves were just odd, and the characters were just basically they were barely representations of what they were on screen. They were like
Yeah.
metal characters. It was kind of like Diaclone figures. It's just really weird. But yeah, I mean, I love Jason Wheel Warriors. Like everything about it was so much fun, but the toys were just a weird Weird little thing.
Yeah.
Playmates should go for the Thundercats license. No, I don't want to see Playmates doing anything with Thundercats. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. They're doing anything else right now? They did excellent Turtles and Joe's crossover. Yeah, but they have this new license. It's something dungeon crawler, which I thought was neat.
Oh yeah. Some
It looks
random.
really cool.
Is
I
that
was
based
there.
on an IP though? Like, is that a
It
cartoon?
is. It's based on a line of novels. Actually,
Huh.
it is based on a whole bunch of novels. And there's a cartoon. There's a cartoon coming. An anime. There's an anime coming. So I'm looking forward to it. I think that looks really neat. Endless Fables. We Need Thunder. Been watching on Tubi. Great stuff. Thunder was such a great
Yeah.
show. Nolan, Tailspin. I'm all in. I love that show, dude. I love Tailspin. John C. Oh yeah, Thunder, and let's not forget Brave Star. Brave Star has already been announced by
Mondo.
Mondo. Yeah, that's right, Mondo. But I think it's their 1/6 line, which
112.
yeah, always at 112.
It's
Oh
112.
yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome. Nolan, Thunder was great. Yes, Fanboy Prime. What I really need to return is the Get Along Gang. No, as much as I love the Get Along Gang, I think that would. You know what? I think that would be good for Jada. I think Jada could do the Get Along Gang pretty well. There's something about the Get Along Gang that didn't really appeal to me as a toy. There's something about them that just didn't appeal to me as a toy. Oh yeah, but tuning lineup of WB properties is crazy for March launch. It's going to be fun. Nojo C, when is the DuckTales cross? Never, my friend. Disney. I suppose they already have a relationship, but I don't think that would happen.
That's a weird one.
Guys, thank you for joining us. It's always been a pleasure hanging out with you, and of course, Thundercats going strong in 2026, and this will be the year of Masters of the Universe. But if Masters of the Universe does well, guys, Thundercats is next. Trust me.
Thundercats is next. Sure.
You can mark my words on that. Guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode. JP, what are you working on, brother? And how can people reach you?
Oh, I'm working on a lot of stuff actually. Getting ready for Toylanta. Preparing some stuff from the realm. Getting the Kickstarter ready for launch later this year. So that's really exciting, man.
Excellent. And guys, don't forget about From the Realm, the brand new toy line that's being crowdfunded by our good friends JP and Carlos of the Badass Reviews. We're really excited about that, and hopefully we'll do some pre-launch videos on that and talk a little bit more about the line and some of the mythos that goes behind it. So hopefully see you guys there. Guys, thank you for joining us. Last comments before we log off. Fanboy Prime, how about Shirt Tails? What?
Shirt Tails?
Shirt Tails? I'm confused. What is that supposed to be?
Not sure what he's
I know Tails spin, but what is Shirt Tails? So you mean Shark Tails? I'm confused. I'm so confused. Constantine, in my opinion. Okay. What was your opinion? That must have been far back, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, just crazy. Guys, thanks again for joining us. We hope to see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Thundercats Cat's Lair. This is your one-stop shop for Thundercats news here on YouTube, and we hope to see you guys soon. JP, let's log it off. And on 3, 2, 1, Thunder. Thundercats.
Ho!
Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.
Good night, guys.
Take care.
We'll see you next week.